Hello and welcome back. I'm bballjo and this is Transport Fever 2. We've concentrated a lot on road, and I think there is a high chance for a train today. Most everything we've done so far has worked, but I'm not 100% ready. The first thing I would like is stay in the 80s for a little longer, but not too long. And two, most of you have probably noticed that there is no sign here for traffic lights, but there are very clearly traffic lights sitting there, and cars have to stop, which we don't like. And that does happen if you're too close to your truck stop. So let's fix that by moving the vehicles or the road a little further away from us. And it's very easy to do that. Yes, we have a couple tentacles here that make sure that we have access to that factory, but we can fix that. Sadly, the station itself doesn't have access to the factory right away, but that's fine. That's fine. We can fix that down in just a jiffy if you really want to. The first thing that I would like to do is not make a terribly looking road. Ideally, you come out. Why? Am I too far out? Yeah, I was too far out. Wow. I would like you to come out somewhat like this. I don't exactly know where I want this yet. I just know that I want you a little further away from where you were, so this should be fine. 260, 111, that's all a little too expensive. So I think what we're going to do is get close to where our road connection is going to be right there, and then we're actually going to start approaching the road that we have sitting right here, and then same thing on this side, just get connected to the triple lane, 3-lane road that we already had. That should be good. And then this guy just going to come in here. Adding a little bit of extra buffer there between the road and the station should allow us to turn off the traffic light here, which is fine, but we really don't need it in that location. And out here, I can just come in and say, hey, would you mind just connecting to our friend, what are you, the industry, the food industry, the food guys. That would be great. And then just turn that traffic light off as well. And that should help this situation. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great before. There's something terrible, which is this one. So we're going to do effectively exactly the same thing, but first I would like to send you onto our, where are you? Combination, Harlow, grain combination, that sounds good. And then you can actually go to grain. It's not Felix, but I named it Felix. So you can go to Felix because this has to go. Yeah, confirm destruction. We have a little bit of money in the bank. That's not going to be enough, but if you look at our traffic here, it is starting to get problematic. So we have to solve that. And to solve it, well, one, we have to go a little wider, and I would like to get this piece out there to get a little bit of reserved road in front of it. I would like to just have the straight pieces. Apparently, I just repaid instead of borrowed. Sorry, wrong buttons. I do think there are shortcuts for that too, but I never know what they are. And then we just start moving 2 buildings for 130,000 and moving another few buildings for 600,000. It's not cheap, but this is the important bit. There's now a straight through line and a turn lane, which is absolutely what we need for this situation for our vehicles to move at a decent pace. Because all of this affects our current, transportation network, because we're mostly reliant on road and nothing else. So we just have to make sure that that is running relatively smoothly. And it's actually one of the bigger reasons I wanted to come back to this game, because back in the day, making any type of road network, Autobahn, interstate system was, I would almost call it pointless. There was never a point to it, because you knew that the game could not handle any type of network. It would always just go back to making stupid decisions in stupid situations, and it would just be frustrating and just too bad. So what I often did was just turn off the city connections effectively. Anywhere I went, I would just say, well, no road connections for you. Everything's going to happen through my network, and if you don't like it, that's a you problem, not a me problem. Good luck. And yeah, it was just completely underserved every single time. But now that the game does allow for exactly what I want, it's actually pretty exciting. I would like to have a really straight route out there, because I do want to bypass out here. I'm relatively certain that's actually going to get used. We do have this this already connected to the farm that sits right there, so I'm pretty confident that all of this is working relatively well. Nice. Turn that one off, turn this one off, turn this one off, and then I do think this road is relatively busy already. I feel pretty confident that we can spend a little bit of money to upgrade that to a bigger road as well, and that's good. We can even go a little further and make this construction not possible. Okay, we'll just leave that alone then, unless I have to just go a little closer. No, that side would work. Okay, but this side, just no. I wonder why. Maybe because that angle is a little funny, but it doesn't matter. They seem to be moving relatively quickly, and that's all I care about. Let's check our lines really quick. We're making money. We're just sitting at 169, which is not good enough. So how about we re-add our depot and get a couple vehicles in, or at least one. I would like to be close to the 200 line. And now that everything is sped up again, I expect it to move relatively well. So that can stay there. And look at this. The game is actually making active decisions on where your line should go. I'm 100% sure that this was not a thing before. But look at this. They're actually not interfering with each other if possible. And that... Ooh. Urban Games? Good job. How's it going over here? Harlow Felix, you are a little full. I will actually give you 2 extras. And then Barlow, Marlborough, your frequency is just a little low, but your capacity is fine. This may just have to turn into a train at some point in the near future, so I'm just going to leave it and see what happens. But I do not want to lose any passengers, so let's make sure that we have a little bit more queuing room right here. That's just that the numbers are not blue. And it'll tell you have 72 there, 72 there, 72 here. It looks like everyone's actually trying to go to the same platform. That's not ideal. How about you go to 1 and you go to 2 so we have more room everywhere in general. And then we have an additional 60 spots because of the buildings that we just placed. Yeah, that makes me feel a lot better. Cool. Yeah, you guys disperse. Cool. So that should work there. Anything else I need to do right now? I don't think so, because this guy is leveling up exactly where it needs to be. We have some stored. We are consuming almost 400. I think that's an indicator that Grain Felix, you're at 207, so that's fine. The combination is at now 253. It was a lot lower, but it looks like the speed up that we gained through the road replacement is already having a huge impact, so we don't have to worry about that at all. The stations over here are slightly overflowing. I don't understand why you all want to cram onto the same platform, but okay. And we just added more buses on Harlow Felix. Swan. This one can probably get another one. Let's give this guy another one. You don't have money. Okay, give me money. Give me vehicle. Give me the button. Cool. And then we just look at this, and generally they all make money, which is really all you can ask for, and then we just have a little bit of loan interest, which is paid back much faster if you have a train line. So now I just have to find a train line that I am happy with that will make us money. And the best one that I can see right now is Hendon Farm, coming down to Harlow Food Processing Plant. At Hendon Farm, we have options to bring via truck more grain in, and then you just get paid for it twice. There's another one out here that we could connect to another something. I don't know what it is yet, but this feels like a very good starting point. So how about we start here? How much money do you think this is going to cost you? All my money for sure, because we need a depot, we need all the starting things, and just need to get going. And I will just start with the smallest one. I don't even know that we need anything bigger than this for right now, because all we're going to do is deliver. I don't like that. Okay, I do know that this is a new feature for the game, that they let it snap like this to the roads, but I don't have a way to actually adjust this. Let's see, if I hold shift, I can adjust it. Yep, but now everything moves a lot slower than what I wanted to do before, so it's fine. But there's something I will definitely use this for, which is a street, working street. Make it part of the existing street right here. Can you please snap to something reasonable? Sure, it's not perfectly straight, but it is straight enough for government work. And, excuse me, autosave. We will just have to... Oh, trying to find the straight angle here. All I want to do is connect my little station right here, and as long as we are in catchment of the food industry and the little station down here, we should be golden for the next step. So let's see, what should the next step be? We do know where we have to go. There's a little bit of ugly road in front of us. Luckily, it's free to remove just industrial roads. Is it free? Yeah, it is free to remove city connections, but we do have to add them back in down the road. So just keep that in mind when we do all of these things. And while we don't have our own traffic running on rail, I don't see a good reason to... I'm actually going to stay with standard tracks and catenary, sure. I actually don't see a good reason to mitigate cross-traffic too much. So this feels fine. Do we have also round buttons? If I turn on my contour lines, I don't think there is a highly standout area where it's just like, okay, this is really flat or this is really tall. Oh, 90 kilometers per hour. That's a good bus upgrade. That's faster. That's important. So yeah, you can go right by the city, and we're probably going to add city traffic, like passenger traffic relatively soon, so that's fine. What do we have here? Just one crossing for right now. That's okay. And then yeah, there's not much like terrain-wise difficulty here, so that is pretty neat. But as you can see, there's a little bit going on here. So now that I said that, I'm already regretting it. What do we have on this side? This is 16 meters. We're coming from 8 meters. A tunnel here makes perfect sense because you would like to avoid having your trains go up at all. So we're just going to continue this and hopefully run into a relatively nice looking bridge right here, and then we can probably just go as the crow flies right here and see what our target looks like. Again, at this point, I'm not really convinced that we're going to do anything ship-wise, so I'm very happy to do this. I will pay a little bit extra money to keep the 120 going on the speed. That's $500,000. We still have that. I'm actually surprised that we were able to build all of the rail with my current cash, but that's nice. This was not well built. Okay, you do get money back for a little while. Looks like it's already too late. But yeah, this hump, yeah, we're not getting money back right now. I actually appreciate that. Apparently we built it far enough earlier that you can't get any money back, but I do think if you pause the game, it does like to give you some money back. So what we're going to do is just disconnect these guys so I can get my rail connection relatively flat, like so. It's not relatively flat, but it's fine. 170,000 is probably not the end of the world. Yeah, that's okay. There's a little dip in there, but I don't think that's too bad. Then we have to go over here and make sure that our crappy road connection is back. How are you feeling about this? It does adjust the rail, and I don't feel good about that. No, no, no. What we're going to do instead is going to run from the rail side, like so. And if you want to, you can do a little bit of like turning around, not turning around, but running your connection like that, because that should make the... We're still doing a little bit of a, jump. So I would have to flatten everything out, but I know that I don't have the money for that right now, and I don't have the terrain for that as well. So we're probably just going to go with this. You want to make this a little nicer? I would like to. There we go. Make a little snake in there, and then use snake all the way back there, and now vehicles can just watch the pretty train while we're doing the things that need to be done. So far, so good. Where does the depot go? I'm going to not limit myself to a single depot this time around. Normally it's something I like to do, but today I'm really more like a... No. I do like single depot. There are some games like Machinki that actually really emphasize that, but all it does is make your delivery of trains and of vehicles a lot slower than normal, so I'd much rather have a depot somewhere in a reasonable location, which this one feels just fine next to a train station, so we can go do things. Let's build our lane first, and once we have that one set up, not from here obviously, but we need to go all the way down here. This is just a hopper train, and we have to make sure that we wait until we're full. And yep. As you can see that I currently only have single track. That is on purpose. Once we need to, we will just add a siding, probably somewhere over here. It will look pretty, and it will save us some money. So that should be good. And then we have to name this something. Okay, this is the South Path Grain Train. Maybe. I don't know if I like my naming convention yet, but we will be just fine. We have 120 speed available. We don't have a lot of mountainous terrain over here, but it is helpful if you run close to the max speed of your vehicles. So this one's a 140, can definitely go to right speed. What are our cargo wagons right now actually going? You can go 120. That was important. So in here we can do bread. In here we can do grain. You can only do 80. So we need, I don't know, capacity of 104 at least. Probably even more than that. 10 million, sure. So we're doing this, 142 meters length. When we look at our station, this one starts out at 860 meter length. So that should work. Especially once we get a new wagon on. So we have this one for 90, not fast enough. We have this one for 140. I really like the BRV 100, but it may not be a good train to start with. This one will definitely work. It's a workhorse. Yeah, you also don't have enough power. It's just not going to work. So either of those, or I really like this. But you cost 7 million. You have 1.85 kilowatts, but you go fast. And we're going to go with the 4.4. Now we're at 157 meters. That is exactly what we have available. I would like to borrow... I think there's a shortcut here. Yeah, shift click borrows 10 times that amount every time. We can just click on this. Then we can repay max. I knew that was a thing. I just forgot what it was. And then we can talk to this guy and send you on the first line. And hopefully, by the time you arrive out there, you will get us, make us a little bit of money. Beautiful train. Just beautiful train. Look at this thing. We're going a little fast now. Now that we have trains, we can actually go really quick. And I didn't even look at this vehicle. If we look at that, what is your... You're good. This is what I was hoping for, that our constitution and power actually is sufficient for the train that we're running here. So all of that is very exciting. And we got the first line running. Cool. We will watch for trains soon enough. Don't worry about that. There are a couple things we have to now do for the trains to actually be able to be effective, which is deliver more food. Where do we want food? Helston would like some food, and then Presol would like some food and some passengers. So it's probably not a bad idea to add more. Marlborough, you are not keeping up with your deliveries. You don't have money right now, buddy. Okay, give me that. Manage vehicles, click that button again. Cool. Rate is 77. That is not enough, but don't be fooled by just the rate. Yes, this is what I was hoping for. Oh, goodness. The solution is probably the same thing, but you do have to do this consistently and until everything is actually working. Go back in and make sure that your delivery approach is capable of handling whatever you're trying to handle here in the area. I don't like that you're trying to do that because I just upgraded this road over here, but it's only 40,000, so that's fine, and I think the city will just turn this into a normal road anyways, no matter what. Now we have to figure out what the actual traffic here wants to go to, and our buses are trying to get out of the way. That's nice. I am not convinced that we need this guy. I don't think we have any other ones. So it's really just everyone trying to get in here is taking way too long to go anywhere. Where are you guys going? Go a little faster, please. There's a delivery truck going through the city. That's fine. It doesn't look like the city side is really bad, but it looks like everyone is trying to turn left here. So that is potentially a problem. That is where all of our residential areas are. So let's see if we can help that by adding another connection. You don't have money again. Okay. Let's borrow a little bit to just build a tiny little residential road in here. Excuse me. That's fine. Can we convince a couple of you to come out there instead of blocking all traffic up north? That will be super. Okay, they're already driving there. That's good. To keep this flowing a little better, actually, I will turn this into a 3-lane road just for a little bit. So now 2 goes straight and 1 goes left, and the one on the left doesn't try to cross. Very important for what we're trying to do here. That feels good, and we have a lot of extra traffic on the outside. Why are you taking that route, though? You think this is fast? Oh, this is much faster. Oh, this is good. Traffic already alleviated right here. Traffic is backing up here still. Okay, now there's a question if this should not be the main route. Maybe this should be the main route into the city. Maybe we have to organize that. I think there's an easy upgrade right here because we already have a 6-lane highway coming into the city right there. And because we have so much traffic going into this side, it just makes sense to turn this one into a 4-lane road. So we now have 2 lanes able to turn into there. And 1 lane just going straight, 1 lane going straight and turning. You can see the signs. This is not rocket science, right? This is just there to hopefully help us get a couple things done just right. It's possible that a traffic light could be useful right here, but I would like to avoid it if I can. And they're doing a good job. They're doing a good job. They're figuring out what they need to do, but yeah, no, I'm gonna go with this may actually be time for a traffic light. Let's just do that and see what happens. But I have high hopes. Okay, this didn't exist before. This didn't exist like this before, so this is very exciting to see that. You are doing pretty well. Buses are now taking that route and that route. It's okay. It's okay. I don't love this road, and I don't love that road is super slow, so let's at least make this a quicker road if you actually want to drive on there, but we'll leave the rest alone. But with that, we can now look at our delivery trucks over here and see that the rate is actually 110, not 76. So we just increase the traffic flow and things get a lot better, which is wonderful. We also increase the traffic flow here and things got a lot worse, which is obviously not great. What should we do there? Oh my god. I am so excited for this. You have no idea. You don't understand how much I was longing for exactly this situation, these problems, so I can actually solve something useful. I'm just taking them back because that turn there is completely useless. But this is not going to be useless. I would like you, ideally, I expected this piece of road to actually just connect to where it was there, but if you don't want to, that's fine. We still got little tentacles there, so that is good. And then you just have to continue over here. There's a lot of traffic. I'm totally fine with doing it this way. We have the bypass on that side. I think that can turn into a bigger road. And then what? There's not a lot of traffic sitting right there. That's fine, but we do have... we can have an actual piece of road that is dedicated to turning right there. So it should be good. And you can come in here. I don't think I want traffic light there. And let's see if this does everything that we needed to do on this side. Obviously, we're a little backed up on here, which, let's see, we have 1 dedicated on each side. That does not seem to be enough. So I think that just really translates to, let's upgrade this again. It makes the road that we had there a little worse. And honestly, this probably just cries for, well, you have a three-lane intersection and they're all blocking each other. So stop fighting the fight and just do the thing that you know you have to do here, which is just a real intersection. I will build my own intersections at some point. Number of lanes, more and more. Make this a little bigger because this is a little bigger. Let's run this here. Well, this is the appropriate location for it. So yeah, this is fine. I just added more lanes, as you can see. You come back here. I would like the big street somewhere in front of this thing. ideally something like this. You need at least a 6er. Okay, that makes sense. We'll put the 6er there. We could make this one a little, we could drag the roads out a little bit. I'm not sure that I want to do that. So you would go down here, but not with that ramp. Not with that ramp. So let's see, brush size bigger, strength pretty strong. Let's make this flat so we can actually have a decent connection right in front of you. Over here, same thing. Would like something just a little decent, and then you can level out after that. Get our road. I'm using my keyboard shortcuts, so 1, 2, 3, and 4 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on your keyboard are all of those buttons. If you were curious about that, I figured most of you already know that. But it's always nice to see new people play these games, so I may as well mention a couple of those things every once in a while. Okay, will you do me the honors of going there? Do you want the triple? I think we want the triple as long as this one can connect with the triple, which it can. Wonderful. Place your odds now if we're gonna have any connection troubles. That one had a connection problem last time as well. These on the outside seem to be built better, but it's possible that this one's just a little too close for comfort. Let's try this again from this side. Use the curvy one. Not curvy like that. I want you curvy on the outside. Yes. I want you curvy on the... No, not like that. Not like that. Too curvy. Okay, can we do this one? I don't understand. I don't understand why the first one is always great and then it's just fighting me. Just fight for absolutely no reason. Try that again. We are pretty centered. We are relatively far away from you. We can go out there. You can give me three slots. Sure. You can go this way. Nope. It makes absolutely no sense. I swear the other one's exactly the same. But, oh well. So with 2 lanes it should work because these are significantly smaller. How? Why is this one okay and why are the other ones not okay? I don't understand. Okay, let's try something different, because now we've done the same thing twice, and it's just not going to work. We could do this, and just make a connection in front, or we could do something like this, and then this. I don't know how good or bad this is going to look, but it will do the job that we need done. That's not terrible. That is terrible. That is still terrible because it won't even let me do it. Okay, do you want just a 2 because now the triple is connected to something else? Maybe. Can you do this one straight? Nope. Just doesn't like the straight ones. Maybe. Okay, do that, and then use the curve tool and connect into this smoothish. That's fine. Now there are 2 that I want to turn there and only 1 that wants to turn in here. That is wrong. That is entirely wrong. Why would there be 2 turn lanes here? That is completely asinine. If I do that, you put a traffic light there. Oh, because that was the wrong road entirely. Okay, if you do this one, it is still just 1 trying to turn. If you do this one, it is just a single one trying to turn on there. That is wrong. That is very, very wrong. But okay, I think it's just really forcing me to do this. You can't. I don't love this. I don't love that this is a problem. Oh, I still have to do this one. Oh, gosh. I do like the approach that I just did versus the previous flailing around. So we're going to do the exact same thing again, which means you will go out that way-ish, and then you will come back this way-ish, and then you 2 get a 2-lane connection that comes out that way first. And here, we're not gonna mess up with. We're not gonna mess with this anymore. So this is going to be the way it is. Turn that into the same piece of road because otherwise it just looks silly. And this should. Well, we're almost done. We're not quite done yet, but at least this one's already constructed. Stop clicking on the buildings. You mean to click on this guy? Curvy road right there. Cool. Everyone's connected, and now just go. That's a nice little ramp that we have there. Smooth it out. Smooth. Smooth, smooth, smooth. All the money. 100,000 in the bank. Just walked away. Repay as much as you can. 33 million in the bank. And I think, because it just said 3 million in the bank there, that we have one of our... Is this working? That we have one of our... Ooh! Much better chance could be that we make this a quad connection, that we have this one actually coming on that side, and these guys can go wherever they want to go on this end. Those are options. Those are options we have to consider, but for right now, I think we're good. You didn't actually figure out how you're going to deliver anything to anyone else. I think the delivery should be Heston. Do you need 100? You need 92. That is effectively 100, so Heston, you will be our delivery team. We're at 30 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. I will really do my best to try to stay within the 30-minute time frame. That was an upgrade there that we just witnessed. Wasn't that exciting? I will do my best to stay within the 30-minute time frame. It's not always going to happen, but when I can, it will definitely be on my agenda, and if I pay attention to that, yada, 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 all those things. So far, so good. I don't think... This is not a difficult game, per se. This is a fun game. This is a logistics game. This is a... every once in a while, you come into a situation where you really need to figure out how you're going to do your routing and traffic and all those things, and that's super fun, but it's not a difficult game. So when I say things are going well so far, we are playing on hard, but that really doesn't mean much. This is Helston Food. Very simple. And as you can see, traffic is picking up there as well, so we will have to worry about that sooner rather than later. Give me like probably 6 of these, set them on something. Try again, 6 of those. Yep, send them on Helston Food. And then I do think we probably need either a new route, we just need a new terminal here. Otherwise, we could also just make all the deliveries go to the exact same place, but that's not super helpful. So Helston, you can go to 4. If we now look at all of them, then the 2 delivery trucks are on the outside and everyone else goes to the middle for deliveries. That's good. Cool. Thank you so much for watching. Let's find our train and take that one on the way out. Nope. Click the wrong button. Click that one. Click this one. Click... where's my camera? There's my camera. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down. Slow down. But this is not really the view that I want. This is the view that I wanted. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.